no position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Illinois will kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Spartans offense will have the football first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
That's caught. It's foul. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eye.
Oh, he's got some space. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Spartans! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Fighting Illini take possession, and their offense will go to work for the first time. A matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
The run from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Looking for a man. It's Best. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there. Now it's 4th down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
They go to the ground. Inside the 45. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. He just broke the century mark. 100 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Running back searching for a hole. Got some room in under the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Here's the handoff. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, I think the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Talking to coaches before the game, they wanted to start fast. This offense, man, not only have you not put them together, the defense hasn't either. This game has gotten away from them early. They need to do a better job of protecting them.
And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting them on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Illinois lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Going right to work up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's battled. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result...
There he goes! All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Got the back over the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Smarty. Fired in from the red zone for the score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Send the tight end in motion. Give to the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
Caught behind the line. It's Wilson. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
To throw, it's Best. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Makes a move. They get him out of bounds, but a chunk play to wrap up the first quarter, and this offense will carry momentum into the second. We reached the break, and Michigan State has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So first down here as they go back to work. The give to the single back. Shakes off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Keep it on the ground. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This guy just has a lot of skills when he's toting the rock, doesn't he? He's got speed, but he's also physical. Kind of reminds you of great Michigan State running backs. Guys like Le'Veon Bell or T.J. Duckett. They could run guys over, but once they got in the second level, they could take it the distance. This guy has skills like that.
To the air on first down. Makes the grab.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They'll go up top on second and short. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Spartans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This thing's turning into a route, and it's turning into a route quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Complete to start this drive. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Oh, they're after him. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Creates a little space. Wide open on the right. Touchdown, Michigan State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Plows through the defense. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the ball.
Catch in the middle. It's Wilson. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. The give on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Complete to the right. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find...
Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Illinois now facing 3rd and forever. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. It's good. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to...
Turning it on! And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got it.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Spartans have taken it inside the 20. Wants to go up top on first down. On the run, still looking. And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to fire on second down. He's got it on the run. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it. You practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in.
Hey, he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Illinois right back to the line. To the air, it's Best. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
He's going to throw deep right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Spartan.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys. Looks like we've got a fascinating one going on in East Lansing. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's head back to the place they've been playing football for more than 100 years, Spartan Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Spartans will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Runs through a tackle. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. The Fighting Illini needing to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to sneak it. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They pick up that first down easily. You wonder sometimes if you're 2-down territory there and you take a shot on 3rd and run it on 4th, but they opt to just move the chains here.
Man, I laugh now watching quarterback sneaks. It looks a lot less fun than back in my day when I played. Because not only are you getting hit from the front now if you're a quarterback, but you've got your own guys running into your back now as well. We see these push plays more and more often today in college football. No fun.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2 and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright. The least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Man, these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll field the punt. He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. Leaves it with the running back. Creates a little room. Breaks into the open. Attack. Touchdown, Michigan State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Now on 2nd down. The give to the back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking to throw for it. Quickly out to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Makes the catch. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Going back to the well. Another deep ball. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Fighting Illini needs to get it to the county line for a 1st down. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention.
Oh, he wants it all. He's got it inside the 30. Hits the accelerator to the right. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Sparty.
One of the the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground?
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Quarterback making adjustments. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Touchdown, Spartans! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. A remarkable grab just keeps piling up scores.
I'm about to say remarkable day. I mean, a remarkable career. Goodness gracious. This is a day that you just dream about having. You have these days in high school, but not in college. You're like, dang, this is as good as it gets. Nobody can stop him. He's absolutely in the zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Just ran over it. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Touchdown, Michigan State! Stealing a score on special teams. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to to take it, make them miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Illinois offense. Turns to the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down.
Let's go.
Back to pass. Pressure coming. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Illinois lining up to punt this one away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you some...
There he goes. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be
strong. Pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. Bunch formation for these receivers. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got his man to the left. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The Spartans are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. Oh, better check some ankles. He makes a move and gets down to the 24. And the Spartans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gonna look downfield again. Finds the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Spartans will have it first and 10.
Jackrabbit.
Motion from the wide receiver. The option look. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Sparty. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Old Dominion fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. The thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Western Michigan. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. This defense is showing the Spartan spirit, and they are swarming.
I mean, they're making them earn everything. Nothing given up free. Playing so good at all the levels of the defense. If I'm a Michigan State fan, I'm pretty jacked up at this performance.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
They booted away. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Making side adjustments here. They want that clock to run. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They'll give it to the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock.
Turning it on! Smashes ahead. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Illinois now staring at a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's John. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your...
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give us up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting the drive with a 1st and goal. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one.
Here we go.
The give to the back. Looking for the end zone. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the Sunday. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
That will put the wrap on things from